Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Thank you for all the comments on my last video about what bike you prefer out of the Classic 350 and the Classic 500. I have to say it was pretty evenly split between the two bikes, which I thought it would be actually, because there are a lot of pros for the 500, obviously the extra power, and with the Classic 350 it's such a stunning bike, and there's nothing about it that you can't not like, except for maybe the lack of power with some people. But yeah, it's very interesting. Obviously my Classic 500 is arriving hopefully in the next 10 days. I really can't wait for that. I need to say a massive thank you to one of my subscribers, Ben and his bike. That sounds like I'm insulting his partner, but I think that's what his name is. It's Ben and his bikes, maybe. Anyway, Ben contacted me and said, I think I know why your camera's backwards. And he has sorted it out for me. And now I will show you one of my Christmas presents. Hopefully, yes, that is the right way around. And as you see, this is going to play a big part in my channel because I'm going to visit a lot of these places. So that's quite exciting. So thank you, Ben. Also, I need to say thank you, or say hello to Stephen. I bumped into Stephen as I was coming out of our village shop. We've only got one shop in our village, nothing else, no pub. The pub closed down, I think, 4 years ago. There's a motorbike service centre as well, which is perfect. That's where I had my bike remapped. I was coming out of the shop and Stephen was coming in and he said, "Oh, you're Two Wheel Willie." He said, "I thought I might bump into you one day because I live in the next village." And we were chatting and he said, oh, he watches my videos with his wife and they both think that I look like Brad Pitt, not Brad Pitt, Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac. And he said, I hope you're not insulted. And I said, not at all. Obviously, I don't know. I've had a few people say that on my channel that I look like him. I have to say, I am 20 years younger than him. So I'm guessing when people say that I look like him, they're talking about the young version, obviously. But no, I'm not insulted. Jay, one of my subscribers, Jay, sent me an email with pictures saying that I look like Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. I find that a bit insulting, if I'm honest. Can you imagine if I went out with a girl, obviously not now, but if I'd gone out with a girl, went for a nice meal, sitting there, she said, "You really remind me of someone famous." And you're sitting there thinking, yeah, George Clooney, Freddy Krueger. It's an early night for me. In fact, I remember when my first job when I left school, I'm going off at a tangent again, I'm sorry. My manager looked like Ken Dodd. Now, I'm sure people who don't live in the UK won't know who Ken Dodd was. He was a comedian. And it was Ken Dodd and his Diddy Men. You couldn't say that now, could you? It had to be Ken Dodd and his vertically challenged friends. And he had what was he? A tickling stick. He couldn't have that now either. Anyway, he looked exactly like Ken Dodd. And I never told him because I thought, oh, he doesn't want to hear that. But anyway, I digress. Guys, I had a couple of friends around today and we were talking about bikes, as we always do. And we were talking specifically about the classic Goan, or the Royal Enfield Goan Classic 350. Now, I've not seen one. I don't think they're coming out over here unless someone can tell me otherwise. I saw it in the flesh, if you like, as a video when Darcy and the Old Man were doing their Indian tour. And it was at one of the shows that they went to. You should watch that. It was a really good series, actually. The Old Man looked really hot. And I don't mean like hot. I mean hot. But aside from that, it was really good. And Darcy was looking at this this Goan, this 350 Goan, and I thought, wow, it looks so nice. It's got like eight bars and white wall tires, and yeah, it looks really nice. Let me spin the camera around because I've got a picture of it on my other phone. Yeah, look at this, guys. I mean, it does look really, really nice. The 8 bars, or the mini 8 bars, look really cool, and the white wall tires. But what we were talking about, me and my mates today, I was saying that I think that is pretty much a classic with just mini 8 bars on there and a different color paint scheme. because the side panels, those two little side panels, definitely look like they're the same on the Classic 350. I don't know if the tank's exactly the same shape, and the front of it looks very similar as well. So I don't know whether or not you can just put mini apes on your Classic 350 and you've got a Goan. But the problem with that bike, however good it looks especially good because it's only got the solo seat. Unfortunately, I can't ride the Classic 350 comfortably with just the solo seat because I slide back onto the pillion seat. And I think if you put the pillion seat on that, and apparently you can because it's got rear foot pegs, then it spoils the look of it a little bit, don't you think? But the colour scheme, look at that. I mean, that looks really, really nice. They also do one that my friend wanted. It's like a metallic purple, and he called it Purple Haze. He said, I want the one in Purple Haze, and I'm going to call it Jimmy. For those of you who are into certain types of music, you'll know why. But they've got some nice colours, and yeah, it does look very, very nice indeed. Let me spin the camera back round. Yeah, to me, Royal Enfield have knocked it out of the park again with that bike. I think it looks really good. I think that and the Bear and the shotgun in the grey only, I think are really good looking bikes. And the Classic 650, the Classic 650, I think in all the colours actually looks so good. I loved the chrome one when I first saw it, but now I've seen the red and the sort of cream one. That looks amazing. I'm just a little bit concerned about the weight of it, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful bike. So I think Royal Enfield are going to have a really good 2025. I hope they do anyway. And obviously I'm going to be a Royal Enfield owner again hopefully in the next 10 days. I'll be getting my Classic 500 and you will be the first to see it. Well, the second to see it after me. And I'm losing my voice. I've got a bit of a sore throat. So I'm going to call it a day. Guys, thanks so much for all the support. And I will catch you on the next video. Ride safe.